This is an inspiring place. Like, you don't come here and not want to ride a mountain bike, and it inspires you to go ride more. So I think that's the ride life that, you know, East Burke and the whole Kingdom Trails kind of, that's the impression that it gives. You're just riding through, you know, some pastures, and then you're back into the woods, and then you pop out on, you know, a cool vista, and you can see some mountains.
The personality of the town is really unique. I mean, it still has that small mountain town feel where there's 3 places in town that you can really get food. There's 1 gas station, there's 2 bike shops.
People remember you, you know, like, oh, you're that guy with Giant, you know, I saw you here last year, you know, or they hear about race results, oh, you're Seamus Powell, you know. It's kind of like this super tight-knit community that kind of embraces the riders and what's going on up here, and it just creates a great atmosphere, and it's almost like you're a local when you come up.
Yeah, so yesterday it was awesome. Seamus came into the trailside shop, got to meet him officially for the first time. We'd kind of seen each other around, I think, previously, but yeah, did a little tune-up on his bike before we went for a bike ride.
Riding with Colin's awesome. I've always seen him at races and stuff, so like to get to ride with him on a very low-key, fun basis was awesome.
Got to show him some highlights in the area when did Heaven's Bench and Ridge and Rim, and you know, sort of finished off on Sidewinder, which is a classic of the area. He's ridden all over the world, and he's a world-class rider, and to be able to share the time with him on the trail and see, you know, how excited he was about what we had going on here definitely sort of fueled the fire within myself, and, you know, validated, like, yeah, these trails are what, you know, what we believe they are.
I think everybody needs to, in the different communities around the country or the Northeast, need to figure out how to strike that balance of rider and community and trail building and land ownership and stuff. It seems like this is a very unique area for that all to just kind of come together, you know, through the years of a lot of hard work and you know, coordinating all that stuff.
You know, we had this elder statesman that went around, and everyone respected him, and they said, yeah, let's give this a shot. And so right away, there was a great partnership with the landowners. So now we have a problem where we actually have landowners asking us to put trails on their land before we even go ask them. So that's what's amazing. I don't think there's too many places in the world where you can get 60 contiguous people allow someone to build a trail system like we have here. So
Quality of life here is not driven by the dollar, but by the experiences that the locals and people that come here are looking for.
How many places can you park, buy a restaurant or a bar and has everything you want, a lunch place, and then go for a 4-hour ride and come right back to your car?
It's not only about the mountain biking, it's about the people that surround it, the town, you know, going into the tiki bar after a ride and hanging out, and, you know, the country store, and like that whole area, and the bike shops and everybody that works in there, like that's, you know, as important as the riding itself. When I go to a place to ride, I always ride the trails, generally before I meet the trail builders, and you can almost feel the personality of the trail builders or the community that's around the trails. You can kind of interpret like, wow, this guy's a shredder. You can feel it.
There's not soil like here. It's called esker. It's a glacial esker. It's this big, large sand deposit mixed with that Vermont clay. It used to be we could just rake and run, as we call it, just rake the trail and let it ride in. But now we've grown. We actually do all the latest design and maintenance standards that we put into the trail. But amazing geology where we can actually make it more flowy. I call it backcountry skiing on mountain biking.
Instead of making a trail that goes straight down the center of a valley, they'll switch back it just like you're on a roller coaster.
Riding at Kingdom Trails is like having dessert all the time. You know, it's always good, it's always super fun, and you're always gonna have a good time. It's so hard to not enjoy your ride here.